Okay, I'm here today with Rand Black and 11 to MC. They're going to talk to me about their new, highly anticipated project, the Brotherhood Project. Brotherhood Project.
Yes.
So how did it come about? So you guys are brothers.
Yes.
You're the older brother. You're the
I'm
younger
the younger brother. Right.
Okay.
Right.
And whose idea was it?
I want to say it was my idea. I was in my garage one day and I'm just listening to, I think it was the first song that we did when we came back together. And so the idea, going over ideas, but it ran past me like the Brotherhood Project. And I think maybe we had spoke about it or had a conversation about us doing a project, but anyway, just the name of it and everything. So I text him and I found a picture of us and I like 11 to MC, Rand Black, the Brotherhood Project, like texted to him. And this guy he ran with the idea, like he totally just ran with it. And we started like literally from that text and he called me back and we went from there just putting the project together. So it's really like, it's different meanings of brotherhood, but you know, I think it was really appropriate for what we're doing.
So what was your background before that as far as music?
Just a solo artist, doing mixtapes and stuff like that. I did my first official solo project once I finally became a part of Crown Republic and I ran back into Rand Black. And so all of that it all coincided together with my first solo project. Before that, I was doing projects with another underground artist named Beneficial. We were doing joint projects together and stuff like that. And then I dropped my first mixtape. Like I said, right around the time I ran into Black, and then we did my first solo project, which was The Hunger Pains. It all came out under Crown Republic and everything. So,
Okay. So you guys are living here for how long? A long time?
I've been in Vegas for a while. I've been here since like 2003. And he grew up here.
He grew up here, okay. So
yeah.
this is a Vegas tape or not? I mean, it's coming out of Vegas when nothing
It's coming out of Vegas.
Okay.
You know, he has Kentucky roots. I got California roots.
Right.
So, you know, it's you could say,
right,
since it's where it's based and homed at,
right,
but I mean, you know, it's really universal sound.
It's not a Vegas
Absolutely,
sound. No.
absolutely.
Rappers.
Yes.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
what's the rap scene like here? Is there a rap scene?
There's a pretty nice sized rap scene here. You know, it's everybody's just grinding it out, and you know, it's really no competition. You know, everybody's supporting each other and rooting each other along. You know, trying to get to where we're trying to get to. You know?
Okay.
So,
and where are you trying to get to?
Just, you know, a larger scale of more ears, really.
More
In
ears.
my opinion, I just,
ears.
you know, just to get more ears to tune in to what we're doing, you know.
Okay. Since you said you came from music, so you sing. You sing or no? Question mark.
Well,
Because that's a big
you know,
deal.
I've done, you know, a few barbecues, you know.
Barbecues, okay.
The shower, like, is where this is my grand stage for
Some
singing.
notes. I wanna hear
You know,
notes.
I get down a little bit, but mainly I'm just a hip hop artist. Black, he does more of like the harmonies and stuff like that.
harmonies.
Yeah, he puts his little thing on it, you know,
that. I mean,
butter on it.
that's a prejudice people have, you know. They're
Right,
like,
right.
Another rapper, you know.
Right, and you know, I wouldn't even put myself in that box. I would say more hip hop artist, more of a hip hop artist.
Okay.
It's not just rap music. It's really a big difference to me, you know.
Growing up, who were your favorites? Who'd you listen to?
A little bit of everybody. My mom was real eclectic, so like anything from, she listened to Madonna to you know George Michael to the Dramatics to Stevie Wonders to, you know, Enchantment. I mean, we can go on and on.
this
Curtis
stuff's going on in
Mayfield.
the house,
This was like Sly and the Family Stone and all that kind of stuff, and that's the stuff I still listen to because it really keeps me inspired still to this day. It's like the concentrated stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You play an instrument?
I do a little piano, do a little drums, a little percussion. I dabble. I dabble a little bit. I dabble.
All
yeah.
right. So what set you apart? So if you had a sound, you know, and they're like, oh, that's their sound. What is your sound? What is the sound? How do you describe?
I don't really think I could put it in a box because we dabble with so many sounds, and that's what I try to do. I try to keep my sound as universal as I can, so I don't listen for just, if I'm trying to pick a beat, I'm not listening for one sound. It really has to catch my ear, and I'm looking for the stuff that sounds so apart from what is really going on now, so I can set myself apart. And they say, you know, you'll know me from my music. He did that song, he did that song, you know.
Okay.
So
you're gonna have, or you do have, a sound.
absolutely,
that, you know,
absolutely.
people
It's
know,
to me, I would just call it more reality. reality, hip hop. You know, we just touching on subjects. I'm not want to just talk about one thing. We want to just open up and put, you know, different subjects and songwriting back into music, back into hip hop. You know, absolutely.
That would be appreciated.
Yes, yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, so the fact you're brothers, how does that play into your writing? You know, your topics, your.
I think that it helps us mesh more, because it's not just two artists coming together to collaborate. We have a personal history, and it goes back to music. We both have musical roots, and so when we come together on music, it's like more of me collaborating with my brother, and we bouncing ideas off of your actual brother instead of, you know, somebody you don't know and y'all just coming in a room to make a song. It's like we really put thought process and we go over ideas, and if we don't like a certain idea, we'll scrap it and come up with another one. It's really a real process and a method to the madness of how we get down. So
11, what do you got coming up?
Well, immediately would be the Brotherhood Project, me and Rand Black. I got another project that I'm working on with some artists out in Fresno. It's be called Cold World Survivors. You know, yeah, the name, and then I'm doing my solo project. We're still working on my solo project, and yeah, you'll see. I'll probably do a couple features on Rand Black's solo project. So it's a lot of work going on. We stand.
I have with me Rand Black and the Brotherhood Project. Okay, so Rand, so tell me about the project.
The project, man. We're just finishing up. Me and 11, 11 the MC, my brother.
Brother.
Your
blood brother.
No, actually he's not my brother.
Oh,
he's actually the little brother of one of my best homegirls. So in actuality, the story of how it all correlates is that we were all together, me and her and some people we worked with. So we worked at a collection agency at a point in time.
Okay.
And I was doing music, just getting back into the music at that time. And she was like, you know, my little brother does music as well.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, who is he? Like, I don't know the guy.
Okay.
And then one day she brought him over, and when she brought him to the house, we just clicked. It was automatic.
Nice.
And then she moved.
Oh.
She had to move out of the state. And when we all linked back up, the first thing she said to me was like, we're all in different states. And I was in San Diego at the time. 11 was in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I want to say she was in Texas, or Memphis, excuse me. She was in Memphis. And she was like, just take care of little bros.
Okay.
And from that's probably been like 6-7 years ago.
Oh, nice.
But from that point on, it's been like, that's me. And
So
I'll make
this
sure
is-
I take care of little bros and make sure whatever it is.
Brother
and
from another
yeah,
mother,
and
huh?
yeah, absolutely. And I'm not talking about just music. Like this ain't just, the Brotherhood Project is a correlation of us working together to put something out that people can see that our bond is real.
Okay.
And it comes through the music, and you'll see that. So yeah, I mean, no, he's not my blood, but that don't make us family.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. All right. So tell me about it. How many songs? How they come about?
We want to do 6 songs.
Six.
Okay, so the song layout would be an intro, 2 songs, a skit, 2 songs, another skit, 2 songs, an outro. That's the project. And we thought about it being an EP at first.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
an
sure.
EP is just strictly 6 songs, no
Right.
intros, no outros, no skits.
Right.
But this is truly a project. This is really something that we put together. We're on 2 years now developing this thing.
okay.
So
Isn't that a fly-by-night thing?
no, we've made mixtapes like that. I mean, we've gone to San Diego. We record.
yeah,
Shout out to Loose Lyric in San Diego, FC Recording Studios. We've gone to San Diego and made whole projects in a weekend. You know what I mean? We've done it. King Q just dropped a project. The Gangster and the Gentleman. Like
this
we
is a
do
big
this,
picture.
but this means
Yeah,
something,
this
and this is something that we're not giving away. We're selling this, and there's a story behind the story. Like you could look at the Brotherhood and think about it like we're brothers.
Okay.
The Brotherhood. You could also think about we're brothers.
Okay.
You understand?
Gotcha.
You could also think about the simple fact that in the reality of life and God and the creation of what we are, we're all brothers.
Okay.
So the symbolism behind it is so much more than just 2 black guys rapping or singing. It's a lot more about the bond that we should be creating with one another, regardless race, creed, or
It's a
color.
very positive thing at a time when
Yeah,
everybody's
definitely,
beefing
definitely,
and,
definitely. And we kind of jumped on, you know, the Black Panther movie just came out and everybody is pro-black, but I was a comic book kid. So the Black Panther was never really about being pro-black.
No.
It was a African-based superhero.
Right.
That's why blacks liked it. It gave us a superhero. And that's kind of where we're trying to defer from, and not that we're not pro-black or we don't support black, but we don't.
It's bigger than that.
There's a form of racism everywhere.
Yes.
If you really think about it, like if people are running around as black people and we're pro-black, then someone white could be like, oh, that's racist. You know what I mean? So we're trying to build something that bridges all those gaps where people stop thinking so much inside the box and get outside the box.
And
that's where we're going.
brotherhood, I mean,
Absolutely.
that crosses
Everyone.
every
Every race, creed, or color.
Yeah.
And we're making music for every race, creed, or color.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's a concept.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, what are your favorite songs on there?
Oh my God. I don't know, man.
If you only had a single, or you're gonna even.
If I had one
are you
song to
gonna-
push.
Yeah, right. What song? Is
Oh, really? That's what I got to choose from?
it? Time's up.
I would say Dream Girl.
Okay.
I would say, I mean, we have like
Brothers
13
said the same
songs.
thing.
Yeah, I would say Dream Girl.
Now, what about that?
Dream Girl is that one, man.
Yeah.
Like when you listen to, when I hear Dream Girl, I remember waking up on a Saturday morning, my dad cleaning, old school music being on, and I knew you got to get up and clean today.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it was going to be one of those days.
Right.
When I hear Dream Girl, it takes me back to 80s, 90s hip hop. It takes me back to old school R&B. It takes me back to when there was substance in a song that made you feel like, play that again.
Okay.
Like something in that song just touched me a little bit, and I like to hear it again. So that's my favorite, and I think that the visual of it, once you kind of get the idea of the visual, we're talking about the dream girl. Who is this woman? This woman for me. In a time now when marriage is so minute, you say things in front of God that this is supposed to be for you. So we're talking about in this song, let's not forget that we're looking for her, that dream girl, the woman before God that I want to be with. So that's kind of the song and where we're trying to go with it. And I think a lot of people will grab it. They're
So
going to love
this
it.
hoe, that hoe, we're not.
Yeah,
going
no, we're not
there.
looking for no
Okay,
hoes.
Good, we're
No,
not looking
no.
for no hoes. We're looking for a dream girl.
No, we're
Okay.
not looking for
See,
no
we
hoes.
had enough of that, so
Yeah,
this is good.
yeah.
The time is right. don't you
I'm
think?
40
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my hoeing days is over. yeah. Listen, I got this hashtag. You say
you just
hashtag
hashtag?
2018 IJS.
Oh.
It's 2018, I'm just saying. Like, I ain't got no time for no hoes. We not playing with no hoes.
No.
It's 2018.
Oh,
I'm
good.
just saying.
So it's taking a curve.
Yeah, you got a curve. Listen, my daddy used to tell me as you grow, your curve, you got to get your curve right.
Some people don't curve.
Yeah, well, if you keep going straight forever, you're going somewhere.
Don't you watch Paternity Court?
No, I try to stay away from that too. Absolutely.
Keep everything clean.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool and follow my line.
That's right,
I don't know if you know
that's
NASCAR, but there's a
Follow your
line
line.
you're supposed to
Follow
follow.
your
Yeah, I'm
line.
trying to follow
Okay.
my line. Absolutely.
I
Yes.
appreciate that. So when is this going to all come together, you think?
Ah, man, listen.
Coming together. When is
You're
it?
talking
When's
to
it
the
gonna gel?
CEO, the producer, the artist.
Many hats.
Yeah, so I have set some deadlines, and then I push those deadlines back. We have come up with different ideas, and this is what we want to do, and then I'll sit back and look at it, and not that I have oversight or Levin can say something and I'm like, no, Levin, that's not what we're doing. But as when it comes to business, it's different. And timing is everything. And sometimes we want to piggyback on things that are going on in society because that's what people really want to hear about.
A lot going on in society now to
you gotta
piggyback
talk about,
on,
yeah,
right?
you got to talk about those things. And
So how do you guys how do you agree? How do you
we
work
rock,
out?
paper, scissors.
Yeah.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We just talk, man. Like, we do what grown men supposed to do, and
There
we
you
talk,
go.
and we have a conversation, and we can agree to disagree, and we can agree with each other, and we can both say something like, yeah, that was our idea that maybe we had too many edibles at that
Yeah,
time.
too
You know what I
many
mean? So,
edibles,
no,
Not
just,
that edible.
yeah, that might have happened too. So, we just try to make, this is fun.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be
And
fun.
you can't forget that.
And that's what it's
People
about.
forget that.
And I think if I can jump into this, if you don't mind, the journey of it has what's been so much fun. Going through it from start of, I got a text message, bro, the Brotherhood Project, and it's this, don't get me wrong, it's a bootleg picture, there's his name and my name, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, that's dope. That's dope. I mean, it's real low budget right now, but it's dope. The idea is dope. So we just kind of
Don't overthink it.
no,
Get
and make
into
it fun.
Yeah.
And a part of what we're doing this for, like, my career, I'm a teacher. I enjoy teaching. This is what I love
What
to
do
do
you
is
teach?
work with kids,
What-
everything, you name it. Robotics, math,
Okay.
reading,
Oh,
PE. I'm quite diverse in this game that I play.
okay.
You understand? So in that's my career and I love that. But this is my passion as far as like a hobby is concerned. And if we're not having fun doing it, why do it?
Exactly.
And now we have an opportunity that our hobby can make us money.
See?
So we've put this project
That's the
together.
best of both, right?
Absolutely. Why not have fun and make money at the same time?
Exactly.
That's what I'm all about.
Thank you for stopping by, Rand Black.
I appreciate
and,
it.
I
Thank
hope
you
to
guys.
run
Thanks
into
for
you in
having
the
us.
future. I'm sure I
Absolutely.
will.
Make sure you download the project.
Take care. I sure will.